Good morning. We've had a good night's sleep. All our stuff was wet, and all my stuff is pretty much still wet. How's your jacket? It's still wet.
Yeah, a bit late out.
So, but at least it's a sunny day out today. Larry just reminded us that we should have got a stamp at the petrol station back there. That was really the entire stamp we needed for all of yesterday's riding. Going a bit off route here, just to try to get a stamp in our card. Great, we got that sorted out so we don't leave any unnecessary gaps in our card. Another county, Dorotea, is also the name of the next town. Third day in a row with headwind. We're getting so used to it now that it almost feels like a ride companion. Our German friends arrived at the camping place later than us. And then when we woke up, they were already up and they were having breakfast there. So they were efficient. Yeah, we're a bit faster than them on the road. I can see them up ahead there now. Hello. So there's some road works going on here, so we've been routed around a detour.
You know where you're going?
Yeah, to the left. Back on the road. We just entered Jämtland, so that means we're finally done with Norrland, the north. Yeah, so we're just doing one of our roadside food and pee stops here while we're halfway now between Vilhelmina, where we slept, and Strömsund. This is Hoting, just a small place on the way. So Larry is riding a lot on the left-hand side of the lane. Some cars get annoyed, some are honking at him. If he uses both eyes, he is seeing double. So not only is he doing this super tough event, but he's doing it all using only one eye at a time, closing the other one. So I mean, this guy is made of something else. I'm hoping it's only going to be light rain today, because that's what it looks like on the forecast, but you never know. We got proper sunshine. Wow. I definitely need to change some clothes. Strömsund. We'll stop and fill a water bottle and maybe drop some layers. Just keep going. Yeah. Whew. So that went really well. We've done over a third of today's stage now. Although we have far from done a third of all the climbing. We're gonna have some serious climbs at the end of today.
Och så ska de cykla ända till Smygehuk. Längst ner i Sverige.
Hela Sverige.
Hela Sverige.
Hur orkar man ens?
The only thing that could possibly make this better now is a bit of tailwind. So we have another of those long gradual descents coming up now. It looks like it could go on for quite a while, maybe up to an hour. Well, I've lost Larry now, and but this is the place where we have to take off the main road, and he didn't know that because he hasn't got the course loaded. All right, so I got in contact with Larry, and he's over here somewhere down the road, and I didn't actually know it was just a quick detour. I thought we were taking a different route altogether from that point, so I figured I would have to wait for him to come back, and he figured that I was behind somewhere, so he just rode on slowly, but luckily he continued on this road, and which is still the correct route. So alright, I've met up with Larry and the rain stopped, so what could be better? And we only have like less than 10 kilometers to the checkpoint. Oh, here we are. Ring call Peter. Alright, we just finished visiting the checkpoint here, got our drop boxes, was able to change into dry clothes, which was super nice. And we also got some pasta to eat, which was also nice. And now we are ready to keep going. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, we have some work. We have 2 very big climbs coming up.
I already did those 2 hard ones that were detoured around it, I thought.
Yeah, well...
Maybe he means these. I'm really hoping he means these.
Oh no. Okay, we are on our way. Second half. The length of Sweden. Oh. Oh, God. Getting all wet now. Okay, we made it to Svenstavik. My back hurts, so I'm gonna need to stop and maybe adjust my heart rate strap. It was just too cold, so I had to stop to get my jacket on and also my neoprene gloves. And I also took some painkillers for my back, which is annoying me. 40 kilometers left and 600 meters of elevation or something. Okay, let's do this. We found a pretty steep hill. At least the beginning of it is Wow, very steep.
It was pretty steep, that the first part coming right up to where you were waiting for me.
Yep.
I think that might have been 10% too.
This is getting incredibly challenging for Larry with his super heavy bike, and he's not used to climbs, and this one is 8%. And of course he's super tired and lost his balance and fell over, and yeah. Well, let's see how this goes. Now this climb has 2.5 kilometers remaining, and then there's the second one. Are you gonna be walking?
He's exhausted.
Yeah.
And I can't keep my balance.
Ja, det är
We're
bra.
fine, thank you.
But how are you gonna... Okay.
Right up the top for me, I guess.
Looks like Larry simply decided that riding is much better than trying to walk with his road shoe cleats. It's at 9% here. So we made it up the first hill, and we have just 7 degrees down here now. It's very cold. And this is the second climb. Hope we can manage this one as well. It is so incredibly cold. This jacket is not made for 6.5 degrees. Less than 5 kilometers left now. Can't wait to get into the heat. Larry says his toes are freezing. But I can see the hotel now. We have 4 bedrooms. Most importantly, have a look at this kitchen. But most importantly, we have a drying machine. So we just had an excellent hotel breakfast. Exactly what we needed. So I'll drop off the keys now and we'll get started. We've basically just been coasting now for 9 kilometers. So this is Vemdalen. We'll turn left here. I mean, we're still at 435 meters. Today's stage is almost made for cruise biking. We only have a bit over half the elevation that we had yesterday. And no really steep climbs. Lots of flats like this. We even got rid of the headwind.
Yes, yeah, all good, I think.
Yeah, thanks.
Where did you sleep?
Did you sleep? Yes, I slept in, actually at the control. I think you left like an hour before I arrived.
Yeah, we left just when
Falk came.
Yes.
Yeah. And he left when I came.
We went all the way to the top of the mountain to the ski thing. That took like an extra hour. I think it was just climbing.
Larry was learning how to climb. gonna do yeah, we need to get our card stamped here, so Benny is here. Nice music.
Ja.
Vi kanske lite skvis. Så den går det här.
I hope that's okay.
Jag tror att jag vill låna den.
Ja.
Jag gjorde ett litet fel. Jag har inget vatten kvar.
So today isn't nearly as hilly as yesterday, but we have a few steep climbs like this one. Benny said that this stretch of road you either love or hate, but I can't imagine how anybody would hate this. I mean, the reason he said is that it's full of false flats. But this is a very gentle stretch, very little traffic, and really, really nice tarmac. Not as much as a rift or pothole or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much fun.
We've made it up to the top of today's stage, and we have a long descent. The guy in Östersund at the checkpoint told us that there's fresh tarmac there, and when it was wet it was actually a bit scary, slippery. Just had to stop to put on some rain gear, so we didn't escape the rain today either. Oh my. Hej.
Vad jag frågar er, varför är det så många som cyklar runt omkring just nu?
Det är Sverige-tempot. Vi cyklar från riksgränsen till Smygehuk.
Smygehuk?
Ja.
Så fan.
So we spent an eternity at that shop. But we have 3 kind of stages left. 3 towns to go to until we can sleep. And it's 175 kilometers, so it's gonna be a long night. But we're also, I think we have at least one pretty tough climb coming up. This rain shower that we had seemed completely misplaced. This is, I think, the steep climb that we've been hearing about. We're doing fine. Ja, vi regner med at alt ville være stengt nå, så vi har kjøpt litt mat. We run a long roadwork section. The organizers actually considered rerouting. I just noticed when I was off the bike to pee that I saw some sealant in front of my tire on the frame or on the fork. And so I checked the tire, and there was also some sealant coming out of the tire, but it actually looks to be sealing by itself. At least that's what I'm hoping it will do. I haven't lost any air. Turning to the right.
Right here?
Yeah. Wrong way. It's supposed to be a cycle way, but it must be for mountain bikes.
Is this really where we're supposed to be?
The track is taking us over next to a railroad bridge. This is Vansbro, but it's quieter now because everything closes 10 o'clock. It's a quarter to midnight. So this is what midnight looks like when there's no midnight sun. It's getting quite cold.
Finally, one of the incumbents.
Yes. Alright, we're on the final climb up today. 50 meters remaining down. Larry is struggling to keep the balance on the climbs, particularly when it's also dark and we are tired. There's a sunrise behind us. Yeah, it's almost past 2. For the second night in a row, it's become super cold. So it's 6.7 degrees there now. So this is Fredriksberg, and I think this place was supposed to have a 24-hour open petrol station. Nothing open here. Doesn't look like there's a 24-hour petrol station.
Yeah, that's an automatic.
Oh yeah, probably just Right, here's our house for tonight. I'm gonna put the bikes inside here.